also many e-channels partners, free zones in UAE. So MZF Consultancy giving their services on which free zones are e-channel partners?
Alhamdulillah, Zafar, we have an MOU with different free zones. We are right now e-channel partner of Meydan free zone, IFZA, SPC, and RAKEZ. So we are providing services in like more than 10 free zones as this aspect. Or like if you are asking me about that question is more appropriate if you ask me which free zone is better than the other.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate it.
Zafar, in that perspective, whenever someone is going to invest, they just ask about the visa, actually visa ratios. How much that free zone is reliable, and is there any chance to get the visa after a company incorporation or not. For that purpose, if you have a degree which is attested from the all platforms, like if you are, let's take an example of a Pakistan, if you are coming from the Pakistan, then it's also first of all it is registered from the your degree is attested from the
HEC.
Higher Education Commission, and then it is also attested from the MOFA Pakistan, then Consulate UAE, then MOFA UAE.
Very great.
Yeah, this is the requirement you have to follow before coming to the UAE for the company formation. If you have these all documents, then you have no need to worry about it. You will apply for the as an employment visa for in your company as a managing director.
Exactly.
The sort of
That's actually the main objective of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. That if anybody want to start their business or to immigrate in UAE, the purpose of this podcast and Mr. Kamran Zulfikar here in our platform is very clear. To educate and inform our audience that if anyone has any concern related to his business, his tax related issues, so we are very confused through whom we get the services which are trusted and reliable. As a company owner, I feel convenient to get services from MZF Consultancy, because MZF Consultancy are operating in different sectors and dealing with all tax related queries, and even you are giving solution on that.
Yeah, sure.
So do you think that on the platform of MZF Consultancy, if anybody all over Europe or Pakistan, from anywhere, if he or she is interested to start a business or migrate, so you think that we can handle them and we can give them our services on the convenient base, or make them satisfied with that?
Therefore, if they are not in the jurisdiction of like UAE, like let's take an example of a investor coming from the Pakistan, and he want to establish their company in the UAE and also to get the visa or residency. For that, they must need to, like if they have a degree or then there is no issue. They have to follow these steps. They first need to attest it from the concerned HEC, and then from the MOFA Pakistan, then Consulate UAE, and the MOFA.
If they
UAE.
have no idea where to go and how to execute, so in that scenario,
yeah, initially we guide that person that how they can manage these things. We are not going to charge for
it means
that.
Anybody can approach you very easily, freely, that if we need any consultancy to you.
Yes, actually my goal is to make things easier for the for my clients, because in the initial stage we are not going to charge anything. Later on, when we are actually providing our concerned services, then we will charge our client reasonably, not like the other people who are working in the same field as corporate service provider. We just like if there is a cost which is given by the free zone in their main offices, as let's take an example of a Meydan free zone, 12,500 AED. We are providing the same license on the same price, 12,500 AED. We are not charging anything in a single penny from our client more than that.
That's great. And another technical question I just got in my mind, that here in Pakistan we have VAT system. is recently introduced by the FBR, that if anybody here in Pakistan want to submit.
Why you saying? Why you are referring towards Pakistan?
Okay.
Here we are in Pakistan, so we are in Pakistan.
Okay. Now there is another technical question I just got in my mind, that in UAE, persons are mostly confused about the VAT system or e-challan system. So they have no idea where to go. But there are some agents, we may say, or companies, they give them services, but they never educate them or to properly guide them that what they have to do. But whenever they execute their process to register their company, they feel that most of the loopholes are they face in their all process. So do you think that MZF Consultancy, on the behalf of these all services, you will totally handle all these troubles and issues related to this?
Sure. Actually, it's an e-invoicing system which was introduced by the UAE government in their VAT, basically to remove the loopholes. Basically, it is a system which is aligned with the accredited service provider. Basically, that is the software companies which make a softwares regarding the business and accounts to issue invoices or to manage their accounts. It is directly linked to your FTA Mara Tax portal, your concern portal, and then whenever you are making any transaction, it is reflected on it. So there is a way to tackle or remove the loopholes from the end of the FTA, and FTA going to enforce it. If someone is not going to do that, then it will be like penalized by the FTA on different scenarios with the different amounts.
If a person have definitely there are very different business models related to e-commerce, agriculture, or services related, software related, marketing related. We have many different businesses in UAE. So most of the things people are confused that is this the right way or is it the right platform? What I mean to ask, are you dealing a particular businesses or particular corporate sectors, or are you dealing the every kind of business who are going to register in UAE? You will face them, you will handle them.
Definitely, Zafar, we are going to give services to every model because we have no concern with the model. Because there is a space in every authority umbrella that they have an activities which is valid under the different categories of license, because there is a mainland authorities, DED, DET, and there is a free zones. There is more than 51 free zones in the UAE.
Have you any good news for the immigrations system, that definitely people are also interested to get work permit, or people get interested to move their family from in UAE? So are we going to handle this and giving them services as well?
Yeah, definitely, Zafar, because most of the times the client interact with us from any other country rather than UAE, except UAE. So when they contact us, they first want us to for the visit visa. First query is about visit visa, and we also provide the visit visa to our clients. That is basically depend on their personal status. So most of the times those clients who were married, so it's easier for us and convenient for us for them, because we apply for the spouses visa, and it is most of the time approved by the immigration ICP.
Well, Mr. Kamran, what are the withholding tax implications for payment made by non-residents?
Basically, right now in the UAE there is a concept of a withholding, but it is not applicable in the UAE because the rate is 0% actually. So there is right now in the UAE regime there is no withholding prevails right now, because it's subject to 0%, and if you multiply anything with the 0%, it's equal to 0.
Okay, another thing, that when I need to prepare my master file if I have a business in UAE?
So everyone has no need to make it. If you are making a transaction with a related party and you are a multi-international group, then you have to maintain it, because if you are doing transaction with basically it is to encounter a two-pillar concept. This come under umbrella of a transfer pricing, Actually, when you are making a master file, the master file contains information regarding your related persons, like your branches and other things, other your like branches, or you're having MOUs, or all the things, and the way in which you are going to make a transaction with your related party, it is specified in the master file actually. So it is basically to be the document by which the authority rectifies that in which mode you choose and what are who are your related parties actually. This is the scenario of a master file.
Okay, we hear about that there is a zero tax and there is no tax in UAE if we are doing any job or business. So can you share some key benefits of starting a business in UAE comparatively other Arab countries and Europe countries? Why UAE has a fruitful for us?
Yeah, definitely, because there is a lot of reliefs. First of all, everyone knows there is a small business relief. If your total revenue is less than 3 million, then you can eligible for the small business relief. But it's depend upon also on the scenario and status of the basically financial status of the company, that what will the end status or yearly status. As if some company is in the loss, then you have no need to go for the small business relief, because actually the point is that if you are going for the small business relief, then you are not eligible to claim the loss of that year or to rectify that year, because you are claiming that you are under the relief. And most other reliefs as well, as a business restriction relief, and you have exemptions as well.
There are many exemptions as well.
Yeah. If you are because basically if you are specifically saying about the zero rate or exempt supplies, then it's come under the VAT, it's not come under the corporate tax.
But comparatively different European and English countries, we may say that the UAE market is giving us a maximum relief on tax, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. There, like you can say, if there is a tax standard rate of 9% on the corporate tax, it's if you are comparing it with the rest of the countries, then they have like a ratio or percentage of a tax like 30%, 40%, 39%. So it's a huge percentage. So if you are comparing it with the UAE, then UAE has 9% corporate tax rate. So it is much less than that, and they also provide you a great amount, which is like on which they apply a 0% rate, is 3,75,000 AED, which is a huge amount. Yeah,
that's really a very fruitful discussion. So I really want to say thanks, Mr. Kamal Zulfikar, from the behalf of MZF Consultancy, and thank you so much, our beloved audience, for hearing and giving your time. I believe that this podcast will be very fruitful, productive, informative for you. And you have any question, if you have any query, you just comment us. You can approach through our email and contact number we have already mentioned in comment section. So in the end, sir, thank you so much for your time and for your this fruitful and productive, informative discussion. And I believe that we will definitely will be in touch with you regarding any concern related to this. Well.